Wayfinder is officially here, and I would say you could jump into it, but, well, if you've been keeping up with what's been happening, maybe not so much, but nonetheless, I'm, of course, here to discuss everything you can do with your character when it comes to cosmetics to make you look decent and whatever random person you're going to run around. And I know this has been a big topic in the community for Wayfinder and for everybody looking the same. But today I'm going to show you what you're going to be able to do, what type of items you're going to get, as well as what type of skins or like quarter chain passes, I get technically, that you can use on your character. But before we hop into this, I do want to give a very big thank you to everybody that is supporting over on twitch.tv/Maconn by hitting that subscribe button. Everyone over on patreon.com/Maconn, as well as 1K who is subscribing at the Luna Teal. Thank you, my dude. And everyone here on YouTube that is hitting that wonderful join button. And do not act while we in a cat here at the long story. Come on over to our live stream that we are doing. Probably more likely happening right now at the time of that video, because I know I'm doing it live, so at least that part anyway. So be sure to come on over, say hi, twitch.tv/Maconn once again, and with that, let's jump into this and let's discuss all the cosmetics inside of Wayfinder. So let's go ahead and start off here with Wingrave, since I know a lot of you going to be playing as Wingrave at launch. And of course, if you want more information on Wingrave or any of the other characters / classes, I have full video going over each of them, a link above for that. And also one last little thing before we fully get into this. Of course, I am playing this thanks to the wonderful people over at Airship that ended up giving me access to the game early, as well as access to pretty much everything available in the game to check out during this small little period. Do not worry, when we're going to play this on stream, we will be starting from zero like the rest of you. But just keep in mind, some of the stuff we're going to be talking about here might be stuff that will unlock later through crafting, gathering, and of course, I will have a video coming up very soon going into the player shop for any of you that might be curious about that. So just keep that in mind. Some of the stuff might not be available right out the gate, but this is everything you're going to be able to get once you, well, do all the stuff needed to do it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it and head on over to style. And as you see, we got a whole bunch of options here, and we will go over each of these in a moment. But let's go ahead and start off with the main thing here, which is, of course, our persona, outfit, whatever you want to call it. And of course, we have two different variants of Wingrave here, with that one of the one most of you will probably have our default, as well as the sequel skin here, and there is both of them. But let's go ahead and just look at the original outfit here. So we do have a couple things here. We got him just as is, or with the helmet on if you want to go that route. But with that being said, let's go ahead and just take that off. And when it comes to his second outfit, we have a few more options here. So to start off here, we do have the default full outfit. We have the helmet, as well as a couple of helmets you can go ahead and pick from here. And just know, when you start getting into this stuff is literally just different pieces of armor that you can put on, so you can mix and match to make the version that you want. And as you can see, obviously, there will be more to come soon enough. But we do have our helmet. We have access to our shoulder pieces as well here, as well as our weights that got a few different armor set here we can choose from. And of course, our hand also do have a few as well. As you can see, it's only a handful right now, but like I said, I imagine a lot of stuff will be fixed over time. And then of course, we have our base, which have pretty much, it will show you everything you have on at that given moment. Let's go ahead and look at our next thing, which is character dye. So this is going to be a pretty big part of Wayfinder here. So we're going to be able to, of course, change our character in any way we want when it comes to that. As you can see, most of this is like a few, mainly like 2 shades and a few in the middle here. But you're going to be able to either do that completely on your full set of armor or outfit if you want. You can also start getting into secondaries here, so that will be a little bit more like highlighting certain parts of your character to add whatever you see fit. And then we of course got our trim, and as you can see, that one will be much more like the outlines of our character themselves. And as you can see, it's actually a decent amount here for you to actually go through to help out, as well of our last one here, which is of course some are like inside growing parts as well that you can change. So not only do you have a main like list of stuff you can do, but you also have 3 extra category for you to actually customize, which will go a long way to make your character looking more like what you are wanting. But with that being said, that doesn't end there for the cosmetic stuff, so let's go ahead and jump into our Groom Dagger. So our Groom Dagger is of course an item that you will be unlocking pretty early on, and will be using to access most of the dungeons, elite the dungeon from the main hub. And of course we do have a whole bunch of different skins that you can get your hands on here that will add a little extra detail to of course your dagger. And most of these are actually pretty decent skins, as you can see here. So once again, got you a decent amount of stuff to pick from here. And then we do have our trinkets. So our trinkets, as you can see here, which is personally my favorite, which is some pizza, is of course pretty much little keychain that we can go ahead and put on our character as we see fit here. And of course, as you can see here, we do got a whole bunch that we can pick from. And some of these are, but like the pizza, and of course our wonderful little tree here. Some of these are kind of jokey, but some of the other ones are actually quite nice, and will hopefully won't be your costume. The only thing is, as you can tell, depending on the outfit and the character, it might get a little quippy, but nonetheless, you do have all these to go through. From here, we got our loading art. So this here is of course going to be your loading screen that you can go ahead and customize as you see fit as well. And as you can see, it a decent amount of lit up. Not quite character related, but hey, cosmetics and cosmetics. And then we have our emotes. Our emotes here, as you can see, we do have a whole bunch of different emotes that we can take part in and do. And of course, we got ourselves a grand total here of 7 different emote slots that you can go ahead and put on. And of course, a lot of these are going from anywhere from like normal dancing emote to character Pacific emote, and pretty much everything in between here. Sadly, you can't preview the emote from that menu, which is a little sad. But nonetheless, you can go ahead and pick any of these 7 to put on. And from here, let's go ahead and start getting into some skins. So as you can see, before we were doing our character as well as the quarter scheme and trinket. But now let's talk about how to actually train the weapon you are using and the way it look with it camo system here in place. So once again, this stuff will be tied to microtransactions for this stuff. I'm not for sure how much of it can be able to unlock in game, but I know for a fact this is something else you can pick up with the in-game economy stuff or the microtransaction stuff. But just know all the stuff that is tied to that, you can go ahead and just buy directly from the store. No RNG, no loot crate here. But nonetheless, you can go ahead and change the way that look. And also some of these, as you can see, actually got like animation tied to it, which is honestly kind of neat. And there you have it. There is your cosmetics when it comes to your weapon. And of course, as you can see here, that will be one for every weapon type. And of course, you can go ahead and equip any of the ones you like without having to go in the menu or equipping them or anything. You just equip them once, you're good to go. And then we also, of course, our charm also will have ourselves a couple more items such as a D&D die that you can also equip on your character for your charm as well, which as you can see for a court Windgrave here, it is at the end of his weapon that you can go ahead and see it hanging there. So like you can see, we do got a few options here for this stuff as well. And of course, there you have it. There is everything customizable elites in the game at launch here as the right. Now, obviously more stuff gonna come in time and to add to the list, but this is pretty much just a overview of what parts you can and cannot change and what you can look forward to, and hopefully this have helped you realize or maybe reinforce your thoughts when it comes to, of course, the customization of Wayfinder. Personally, I think this is a fine starting off since there is reason for your character to be what it is and not being something that is fully 100% built from scratch. But nonetheless, let me know in the comment below, is this okay with you, or are you still sad about not having any more customization? Below, I'd be interested to know. And of course, while you all down there, make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells below. And of course, if you once again want to support the channel like all the wonderful folk, head on over to patreon.com/Maconn, twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, or of course by hitting that wonderful membership right here on YouTube. And that would do it for me. We got plenty of Wayfinder stuff coming up, and of course at the time you see in the video, I should be live, or maybe we're waiting in queue for the launch of Wayfinder over on the 15th, starting at noon Central. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and do it for me, and of course I will go ahead and see you in the comments.